Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Razor and I'm going to talk to you a bit about Deadlight. Deadlight is an action-adventure platformer from the guys over at Tequila Works, and it was originally released on the Xbox and has since been ported over to the PC and Steam in particular. You play Randall, an elderly gentleman who is trying his best to fight off the zombies, or shadows as they're called in Deadlight. The first thing you'll notice about Deadlight is the art style, and it's all done in this dark and grimy sort of fashion where everything is sort of layered in shadows, everything in the foreground that is. I for one think it looks fantastic, especially when the lighting effects come into play, so you get these sun rays and stuff from the windows and such. Randall is unfortunately always in shadow, regardless of whether the room is well lit, or there's even one stage where he has this weird green flashback sort of combination, and even though that's really well lit and it's daylight there, he's still in shadow, and everything, all the other people and everything else in the foreground is always covered in shadow. That may or may not throw some people out of the experience, but that's for you to decide. Gameplay wise, I think it does a very good job of sort of throwing you in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. When you start out, you have nothing but the axe they give you, and your own running and jumping and platforming essentially. And you have to do your best to essentially avoid combat, because the zombies are actually dangerous. They come at you in numbers and they don't care whether you're fighting another zombie as it's going on. They will happily latch onto you, and then you'll have to mash the B button to get them off you. While you're running around with little to no weapons, you'll have to do all sorts of things to sort of get around zombies rather than try to face them head on like you would in other games. Luring zombies onto a rickety platform where it shatters and drops them all to their doom, or luring them into a corner and then turning on this electric fence which electrocutes them, or even just bypassing them altogether, climbing roofs and getting above them. If you do decide to fight, you have to rely on your stamina and you have to manage it thoroughly, because you use the stamina for running away and climbing and sprinting and all sorts of stuff, so if you spend all of it fighting, you won't be able to get away efficiently. This all changes once you get your gun, and it's a fairly simple matter to just pop them in the head. And reloads are, while they're not infinite, they don't seem too sparse, and you actually have to reload manually, which adds to the sense of urgency when you're being chased down by zombies. One quite a cool feature they've added is they litter the world around you with bits and pieces of information about other characters and other just normal people that have fallen into the apocalypse or have just fled. So you'll find wallets and pictures and things occasionally, and it sort of adds to the immersion. One odd thing I did find with Deadlight was that your character Randall, he doesn't seem afraid. He seems really hardened and always seems in control, so the sense of fear for your own character in that regard is a bit dulled. At the end of the day, it is a very nice port. I had very few FPS issues, only one or two, and they weren't that major. This is not, however, a puzzler, and it is incredibly linear. There's only one way to solve every sort of challenge you come across, and it won't take you that long to solve it because it's not incredibly hard. So it's basically a story you play through by basically running through the levels, and the platforming is not too difficult either. The game takes about 3 to 4 hours to finish, and it costs about $15 or £10 depending on where you are. Due to its linearity, you won't be going back to it quickly, unless of course you're an achievement hunter and you want to find all the bits and pieces and the things hidden throughout all the levels. But apart from those 3-4 hours, that's it. That's more or less the game. And it's up to you guys if you think that's value for your own money. It is a very nice game. And that's it from me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that stuff. I'll see you around next time.